Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We're so excited to be here with our special guest. This is Jeff. I'm Caleb. Here's Rick. And this is Rooster. Oop, this way. Rooster.
Hello.
How are we doing, Rooster?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good, good, good. That's awesome. It's good to see you.
Was that Rick looking up? Yeah,
You can try to figure out like where. Hey, nice to see you.
Get our full Brady bunch on.
It's normally just the three of you, right?
Exactly.
Right.
It's normally just the three. Well,
That's
I'm kind of
okay.
half here. It's normally just those guys. But yeah, all the way. You're coming patching in from where today?
I'm in the UK, so it's 5 p.m. my time, and I guess it's just after midday for you guys, right?
Yes, sir. We're right at noon here, so that's
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Are you guys having the warm weather as well? Because it is sweltering in here. I've got studio lights on, and it is warm. It is warm.
We appreciate you doing that.
I got the AC cranked, so.
Oh, have you? I've got a little fan that's here. I'm trying to maintain as much coolness as possible.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we got a bunch of people here. We're excited. I want to let everybody know real quick what the layout kind of looks like for today. So today's live stream, we're going to be talking about our newest release. And if you haven't guessed it yet, it's going to be with Roo. And so we're going to talk a little bit about Roo, kind of introduce Roo for anybody who doesn't know about him, get to know him a little bit better because he's a great guy. And then we're going to move into talking about his incredible release and give you guys a special offer and even a giveaway at the end. So stick around to the end. It's going to be very exciting. And I'd like to go ahead and kick it off with Jeff. Could you maybe just give us a brief little history of how you guys met and how this kind of got started?
Yeah, absolutely. So I just want to say, Roo, if you guys don't know him, is an amazing, talented magician all around. But he really shines for us. He shines for us with coin magic. Super talented, amazing hair. He's got the amazing hair, so I'm envious. Look at that! Oh my goodness, you're a rock star.
That's what happens when you come out of the shower. You're just fluffy. This
is what happens when I come out of the shower. It all falls off.
See, I wish I could just do that, and it'd be fine.
There's freedom both ways. So I've lived my younger 20s with the hair, and now without. Freedom both ways. But anyways, I just want to say that Rooster is an amazing magician. He has become a great friend over this last year. We spent hours and hours and hours. It almost feels like I don't know. I lost a little bit of a friend after the launch of everything because we had worked together nonstop trying to make time zones match across 2 continents. And through that time, I got to know a lot about this man, about his heart, about his passions, and just really he has a passion for magic and doing it right. And so it was just a great fit with the brand. So guys, I am so proud to introduce you guys. If you haven't met him before, he's up and coming rising star. I think you're going to see more stuff with him throughout all the magic community. And this is great that he has 2 releases now with us. And just quickly, Caleb asked how we met. He approached me. He said, I got something cool. And he showed me this project, basically what we were releasing here. And it was phenomenal. I'd never seen it before. And to this day, I just, except for people that are posting his videos, I'm not with some of his moves. I'm just amazed. He really took Okito Box to the next level, to the new millennium. And I know he's obviously based that work on some other guys, and he's got some mentors, but I think that it's next level stuff. This is top shelf magic, and it's using a classic prop that all you guys are going to, if you're not using it, you need to get into it. You're going to find out why today, because you're going to get to learn the magic and the passion of Mr. Rooster. So,
oh, thanks, man. My ears are burning a lot. They're very red. Very red.
Is that the heat over there, though? It just sounds like the studio lights.
It could be the studio lights. Yeah, they're on me. But no, thank you, Jeff. Yeah, it was a long year, but it was made a lot quicker by being able to work with you on these 2 projects and creating the box, of course.
Yeah, of course. I didn't even mention the box, all the input that Rooster gave on the box, and Rick as well. Both those guys, the Copeland Coin box would not be what it is without these guys and their input. And some of the features in the Copeland coin box are for this project we're going to talk about in a minute exactly, and that's because of Rooster. So I'm very thankful. Thank you.
Well,
that's cool, man.
I think it's a great way to start off. If Rooster, I think you have something to show us, and
yeah. I mean, I can show you. I mean, the thing about this project is it's all about magic that can be done in the spectator's hands. So no spectators here, and I'm currently limited to one angle. But I can show you the best I can one routine that's on the project. If you guys are up for that, yeah, is that cool? Okay.
I think everybody would love that. Why you give me 1 second? Give me 1 second to welcome a couple people, because I saw that some people came in that are new here.
Yeah, get set up. Get set up. Well,
get set up here. We got Laksha, nice to see you. Thanks for joining us in here. Mike is here on the West Coast. These guys are just having a blast. Mike, nice to see you. James, different James is here on the East Coast. Let's see. I think our other buddy James is in here as well. Mr. Wasp, nice, or Mr. or Miss Wasp, nice to see you. Everybody's in here. Tomer's from Israel. I heard earlier that Israel's all the way at like 7 p.m. now, so he's staying up for us. So that's awesome. We got a bunch of people in here. Sean and Scott and Shiloh. Nice to see everybody. Thanks for joining us. There he is. James is once again here. That's okay. Good to see you, James.
I saw a comment from Corey. Yeah,
Corey. Yeah, I hadn't seen Corey in here. Nice to see you, Corey. Perfect timing for when I was looking to start into Okito box. So yeah, Corey, you're gonna love what Rooster is about to show everybody. Fred's here. Nice to see you, Fred. And let's get one more. Chaotix.
I know Fred.
You know
Chaotix
Fred?
Coins, like that.
I know Fred.
And Philly. So we got people. Oh, and Richard is here from Hungary. We got people from all over.
This is awesome.
It's phenomenal.
I love magic. This is great.
I need to get the UK involved a bit, man, because we're lacking.
That's because everybody's just sweltering over there.
Yeah.
I'll give Craig Petty a call.
There he is. Yeah, for sure.
You're represented.
Yeah. Next time. Oh, Uruguay. We got somebody from Uruguay.
Nice.
That's pretty crazy.
Wow.
Well, thank you guys all for being here. I think we're gonna, like I said, pop it over to Rue. I want to see what Rue's gonna show us. Rue, you got the spotlight, buddy.
Cool. So this, as I say, it's usually done in spectators' hands, but I'm going to share it with you directly to the camera if possible. Well, what I wanted to show you was basically one of my favorite routines on the project. And it's one of my favorite because it's an effect which doesn't make sense. It's a bit like bread. When you put bread in a toaster, it suddenly becomes toast. But really, we know it's just warm, crispy bread. But that's just between us. But what doesn't make sense is what is in this box. I heard a laugh from somebody. I don't know who that was. But what doesn't make sense is what's in this box. I'm in the UK, but what's in this box are 4 American coins. These are 4 Barber $half, and obviously these can be handed out. The next thing that doesn't make sense is obviously this box looks solid, but in reality there's a hole that goes straight through the middle of the box, just there, straight through the middle of the box. I know some of you looking at me going, mate, that's not there. What can possibly be going on? But I will prove it to you. I will prove it to you by making the first coin do something strange. Now you can see all 4 coins stacked inside the box. You can see them. You can hear them inside rattling around. The spectator would hold out their hand and they press the top, and the first coin will go straight through the hole in the box. That coin goes straight off into the spectator's hands, and you can show just 3 coins in the box. So that's 1 coin that's done something weird and 3 coins that are left to do something weird. But they don't concentrate on the coins in the box or the coins in their hand. You concentrate on the lid. Watch the lid as that changes into the second coin. That goes straight into their hand, and you can now show just 2 coins, of which there they are. But this is where it gets a little bit trippy. And everything's spinning around on the screen here. I don't know what's going on. But
you're going to see our reactions.
That was trippy.
The box here changes back into the lid, and the third coin changes back into the box, begging the question, where is the third coin? Well, if you watch the lid, with a wave, it becomes the third coin, which goes into the spectator's hand, and inside the box is the lid. The fourth and final coin does something even weirder. that sandwiches, and you can see all 3 coins. These coins can be held by the spectator. Again, this phase is sort of done in the spectator's hands, but you can see the coins, they grip onto the coins, and yet that coin vanishes from the box, and all 4 coins appear in the spectator's hands, and that is what box? Thank you very much.
Dude.
Oh, by the way, I should point out, by the way, that that isn't the thing that didn't make sense in this routine. The one thing that didn't make sense to me was that this box couldn't hold any coins anyway. It was actually a solid box to begin with, and that can be handed out for examination. There we go.
Dude.
That's what box.
Dude. Phenomenal.
Yeah, again, it's a physical thing with the spectators, but yeah, hopefully it translated somewhat on camera as well.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it looked great from here.
You look great. Sorry, I pulled some levers. I should have asked Caleb to do.
Like Willy Wonka in your chocolate factory.
I was adding to the magic. Everybody was like, "What's going on?"
I can see everybody's reactions here. We're all like, I wish you guys at home could see. Like, I mean, just man, that's so clean. It's
Thank you.
Put a thumbs up in the on the live here if you'd like that, because I see a lot of people in here. Dude, check this out. Richard, so amazing, beautiful. We got very nice. Wow. Scott says, do you just want my checking account number on file? We could talk later. Okay, we can talk later. Everybody's enjoying that, Roo. It's looking people really like it.
Sean.
This is Corey. This is kids are allowed on this. Well, no, we said no kids on this, so that's okay. That's okay. No,
that's
I'm
all right.
confused in a good way. You guys are phenomenal. So this is awesome. Thank you so much for showing us that, Roo. I think everybody enjoyed it, and that gives you just a taste of the whole project, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's 3 routines on this project, and this started off as being one of those routines that the sort of flagship routine on the project is called Okito Fly, hence the project. No, God, have I just given away the name?
That's
Oh,
okay.
there it is. Ta-da!
No, we're live.
Yeah, it's live, isn't it? It's like live TV. Anything can happen. The flagship is the flagship name of the project, and that was my go-to for a long time, was this routine. But what box, that routine, and indeed the other routine, Brass Portal, have been more and more over the last year, which I've sort of been able to take them down to bare bones and then go back to them again and then go out and perform them again, because we've recently been able to be let out of lockdown here, which is great. It's really sort of, that one's one of my favorite effects now to perform with the Okito box. Just because of that middle section. Really.
There's a lot
that lid
happening.
work, man, and that's something you'll see throughout all these routines. Just beautiful, like manipulation, lid work stuff, and it's guys, it really is next level thinking. A lot of this stuff and the routining that Roo does, and I don't know how much you can appreciate, because Rick and Caleb's hands are about 2,000 miles from mine. I think Roo's hands might be 4,000, 5,000 miles away, so we're not able to do the spectator stuff. But if you saw how elevated that magic was, there.
What about these hands, man? These hands are down here scratching me. Lay down there.
I got the same thing going, but mine's asleep. But yeah, I mean, just all that was elevated up, and if you go and read what Caleb so beautifully wrote on the ad copy for this to try to describe how much bigger that makes the magic, because the props are out in the people's hands, they're up in the face where you can see the magician, the spotlight is in the right place. A lot of the changes up here, versus historically this magic is way down here, and we'd have to have another camera angle and be doing some kind of split screen to do this kind of effect historically, or need some kind of further back picture where the magic would be here. We could show the tabletop. And so I can't tell you enough of how powerful and how impactful. And if we're going to watch the trailer here soon, I guess you'll see some real reactions. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't want to break the flow here, but David already asked a question. I just want us to keep in mind, can someone new to Okito Magic do that without crazy practice? We are going to get to that. We're going to be answering some questions in just a few minutes. First, I want to jump here and just kind of say a little bit about Roo, because I want you guys to know kind of where this comes from. Like, it's great to know where your magic comes from, so that you could take it to where it's going. So we want to know a little bit more about Rue, and so I'll be the first to ask. Rue, what kind of gigs are you doing there in the UK? What kind of style of magic are you into that makes this perfect for what you do?
So I'm predominantly a close-up magician, working mainly the corporate market here in the UK, which means I'm basically living in London. I live out of London, but I should have just moved to London, basically. It's all in London, a lot of it. And I'm based in Brighton, which is on the south coast, which is it's basically like our San Francisco. Basically, it's really chilled, laid back, and we have a lot of festivals, a lot of art stuff going on. So it's a great sort of space to be able to work new things and go out and try them on people. We have the Fringe here. We have Brighton Fringe and Edinburgh Fringe as well in the UK. And I was lucky enough to work the Brighton Fringe this year in July. And yeah, it was just great to be able to go out and work those sort of routines in front of people that are, you know, possibly drunk, possibly don't want to see any magic at all. You know, but you make them like it. But no, it's enjoyable to get out there and just, you know, it's not all behind the screens anymore, you know, which is what I was doing for the last year, just virtual shows. But yeah, sort of drinks receptions, cocktail parties, even table hopping. This is great. You know, you have a nice visual for everybody on a round table. You can be up here and the person's hand can be slightly higher up and people can see everything really well. And yeah, that's basically I've been, I guess, a working magician since I was in my early teens, semi-professionally and then professionally, and works both ways. I'm now 32, so do the maths. I'm not sure. I'm rubbish at maths. But, you know what I mean.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's a lot of years of experience and coming back to a prop that I hadn't picked up since I was, you know, 7 years old. 8 years old, I remember getting the Okito box and sort of revisiting it again. And, you know, just I'm obsessed with these little, you know, little trinkets of magic, these little, you know, little nuggets of magic that we can just take. And I was started off on the table as well, and then just thought, this doesn't really suit me, move it into the hands and let's see what can happen. So a lot of the moves that you see in this project, and indeed in brass class, were born out of a necessity to use the box in my hands.
So it sounds like it's a pretty versatile sector of magic that anybody could, even if they've never picked up an Okito box, they can use it and implement it with their close-up and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with the boxes, it is just a box that holds one secret, you know, and that secret is just how you get in and out of that secret in a nice, clean way. And yeah, that's why I love it. There's no sort of trapdoors or hidden gimmicks. You're set with one prop and you can blow minds with just that one prop. And very small pocket space as well. I've got OCD on pocket space. So just being able to carry something like that not only can hold coins, so you can go into another routine with coins after using the box. You can also do a routine with the box at any point. So yeah, that's why I use it.
Yeah, and real quick, I'll just interject. If you guys don't know, Rue is in the teaching project called Brass Class, which comes for free with the Copeland Coin box. And so he teaches that one secret over and over again very well. Lots of really clever and some new ways to use that secret again in that stand-up position in all the environment he's talking about, where a lot of us perform, at least, you know, some of the time, if not all the time.
But it's really cool what you mentioned. I just want to say real quick is you talk about, you know, there's different ways to incorporate it. And as someone myself, I can resonate with maybe some of the viewers who are thinking, you know, I don't typically do that kind of magic. I heard a long time ago this quote that said something like, magical journeys require uncommon tools. And I love that idea. And it's just like, man, you can figure out ways, just like Rue was saying, to incorporate this box and have great little stories and things that you can do with it that just blow people's minds, you know? So
yeah, I think the thing is, it is just a brass box, you know, like we get caught up a lot in justification, which obviously you need some of, but at the end of the day, you're a magician as well. And if you bring out a cool prop, it's like over here in the UK, why would I be carrying around American coins? You know, so I bring out a prop like that, and immediately people are interested anyway, because you know it's something unique. You know, you have people saying, "Oh, where'd you get the coins from?" And I tell them Copeland Coins. No, I don't. I say, oh, that's my dog. That's my dog. That's my dog. He doesn't like me promoting you live. That's what it is. Finn, come here. Come here. 1 second, I'll be right back.
You're good.
No. Okay.
You guys did not. You guys get the bonus, man. This is like this is the live. This is the real.
This
we're
is the
in
real
Rue's
work
house
right here.
now.
Sorry.
That's awesome. No, you're good. I wanted to point out. Mike said, "I'm
Too
not
many
much
guests in the house."
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Mike says, "I'm not much of a keto box guy, but that was amazing. Makes me want to start doing it again." Which is super cool. And I guess Jeff is over here doing spellbound moves and things like that. So everybody's enjoying themselves.
I missed that.
Yeah, I missed it too.
I'm inspired by. I was just thinking about some stuff that the project inspired me with. So I'm just playing.
Yeah, and Christopher, you're right. It brings that classic prop, right? That's stood the test of time into the 21st century, into the spectator's hand. So that's what we wanted to highlight about this. Now, I think Rick, did you have something you were going to ask Rue as well? We all had like a little question to ask Rue.
Yeah, I mean, so we're introducing Rue to the world in many ways. But I've known you for a while now, and most people may not know that. Yeah, you're a drummer, and tell us about what you used to do with that, or still do with drumming.
Yeah, I mean, I was I sort of did music and magic at the same time growing up, and played sort of different instruments. Used to play jazz, piano, and guitar, and drums is sort of what stuck because it annoyed my neighbours the most. And I thought I'll get a drum kit because I don't like my neighbours. Got a drum kit. Neighbours moved out, so there you go. There's a free bit of advice. Don't like your neighbours.
That's something we all have in common here. Is I play guitar. Caleb plays drums as well.
Yeah, I didn't know you were a drummer.
Yeah,
Jeff plays guitar and bass guitar.
Yeah, mostly bass. Yeah, bassist.
So.
Sorry.
We got a band.
Start a band. Yeah. Next week we're gonna start a band.
The Silver Eagles. The Silver Eagles.
Copeland Coin Band.
The Silver Eagles.
Copeland boy band.
Coin band, but boy band fine.
Boy band.
Like Jeff and the Coinettes.
I'm out on that.
But no, that's super cool. Do you? I don't mean to take your question, Rick, but do you find? I mean, so everybody answer this. Do you find that the music kind of informs your magic at times, like the rhythm and things?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Absolutely.
I found that I have a natural rhythm. Like I'll just be recording something, for instance, to see what it looks like, and then maybe that turns into a video. Or this is when I used to post more on Instagram. So I'd film something and then I'd throw some music on it, and again I'd be surprised how my emotions would fall on the beat, and I didn't even try to do that, and I've chalked it up to years and years of practice with a metronome, with music. And I think that has just been ingrained in my biology. And so the way I move, the way I speak too, it's like, it's all based in music, in my opinion. And it could help people with their magic, even just using a metronome, that click, 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 click. Practice your moves to that beat, and you'll be surprised how smooth you get.
Does anyone practice to music?
Yes.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have once.
I think it depends on what kind of mood I'm in, but I think one of the things that I find music helps me with, or helped me a lot when I was learning to perform more, was to help me slow down. And there's times where I'll practice to techno or fast stuff because I'm trying to get into repetition. You hear me talk a lot. I'm big about repetition and practice, but as far as like for performance with people, with slower jazz or, but I think what Rick's saying there is golden. And I think that it was Mozart said that says music is found by the space in between the notes or something. It's a quote about like that. I'm not exactly, but the idea that music helped me to pause and to breathe. It can help you with slowing down and appreciating your audience more, just being in the moment.
I just wanted to put that here. What BPM? BPM is beats per minute if you're a musician. And I think what Jeff is saying here is that you can have the slower tempos and you can change the pace, and so it kind of just depends on what you want to practice to and what the flow is, right?
I would say I mean, it's going to be, if I'm trying to get in reps, there's a guy I like I used to listen to his Pandora, Andy Hunter, but any kind of like techno type stuff that usually is faster if I'm just getting in the reps to get the muscle memory. But then for the performance, I would say slow it way down, because almost always for performance, you're going to benefit by slowing down, letting the spectators react. And so that's the only thing I would encourage and challenge. Like, don't be careful the music you listen to, because like Rick said, it inspires you. It can become music channels both sides of your brain working at the same time. It's one of those things that you use both sides of your brain to process. And so it becomes part of you for sure.
If you're using a metronome,
maybe that's what. Sorry.
If you're using a metronome specifically and not music, I find 100 beats per minute to be comfortable. And with a metronome, you can challenge yourself with it. It's, all right, let me bump it up to 110, 120. 120 is pretty fast, but
do you have an app for that, Rick? Or you have a metronome?
There's tons of apps. I have a mechanical metronome.
Old school.
I prefer analog.
Yeah.
Well, somebody pointed out earlier, I think it was Chaotix, that we should be called the Roosters when we name our band.
That's not very British. Yeah.
I'll be honest, I didn't relish being nicknamed after poultry. So this is if you want a band nicknamed after poultry, we can do that.
You guys are so great for comedy. Before we move on to the next question, Jeff had one more thing he wanted to talk about with Rue, I think, but Shiloh says that Chaotix mentioned that because Rick was saying he regulates his speaking pace to music, and Shiloh said he's
consciously.
The Bob Ross of coin magic, which I thought is awesome. That's so great. Bob Ross is incredible, right?
I mean, I'm going to be the first to admit that I put on Sly Palm just before I go to sleep, and I don't do that.
No, it is.
I'm gonna.
Not in a bad way. We're not ragging on you, man. It's like
that was my first time, like, really on camera. And I watched that back, and I'm like, Oh,
it's great, man. It's a great project.
There's so much good information in Sly Palm. If you guys don't know Rick's first release, Sly Palm, and we're looking forward to Mr. Rick Holcomb this year, 2021. Let me tell you, it's good stuff coming. But yeah,
good stuff. But yeah, it's just to reiterate, it's all that flow and everything that you can find. And Rick's done a really good job over here. Rick's done a really good job.
We're mixed up today.
Of
and I'll ask a question real quick, and we'll keep it moving on, because one more thing I want to know about Rue, and I'm sure you guys might want to know as well. Rue, you got to tell me, what was the time you were fooled the best? I mean, hopefully by magic trick, but what is it? And are you still fooled by it? I want to know, are you human?
I mean, we all must have been fooled, like, for the first ever trick we saw, right?
Sure.
So, I mean, I can't remember what that was, but I mean, I remember joining my local magic society, which is the Sussex Magic Circle, and there was a guy there. I think I was about 14 or 15 or something like that, and there was a guy called Stevie P, and he showed me Crazy Man's handcuffs for the first time. That blew my mind, and I badgered him for weeks on end. I was like, please teach me, and he was like, you know what, I'm not going to teach you. I'm going to tell you where you can go to find this out. And I was like, what? It's not really. Internet was only just being a thing, So he went, yeah, you want to go to this website and you want to get Classic Renditions 2 by Michael Lamar. And it had Crazy Man's handcuffs, the Jacob's ladder, rubber ladder with the banknote, and Snap, his version of Snap. And yeah, I use every single thing in that video on VHS, which I still have today. You know, so it was probably 100% Crazy Man's Handcuffs blew my mind.
Isn't that amazing? And it still sticks with you. So
yeah, I remember doing an audition, and Andy Nyman was in the room. It was for something else, but Andy Nyman was sat there, and he went, "Just do one trick, whatever trick you like." And I did Crazy Man's Handcuffs, which obviously I knew he knew, but even he was like, "Man, every time I see it, it gets me." Because it's just a beautiful trick.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I think we want to show the official trailer now. Is that okay?
Let's do it. Come on, the people have been waiting.
Exclusive.
You got a great sneak peek from Rue, and now we're going to show the actual trailer. So let me boot up the little screen here.
You got it there.
Yeah, and this is actually now live on the site.
And this is shot in some of this shot in your hometown, right? So we're all going to visit Brighton right now.
Yeah. So some of this is shot in Brighton, like that shot there, which I didn't know was going to be in the trailer, but it is. That shot there's in Brighton, as you can see, a lovely stony beach, which is what we have here in the UK a lot of the time. And the rest of it is shot in Liverpool, which is where both Brass Glass and Okito Fly were shot.
My question is this Liverpool or Brighton that this was shot at? Is it?
I asked. I didn't know who made this photo, and I messaged Rick going, "Who made
Point
that?"
to the guy on the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I had to throw that up, man. It was just so awesome.
I mean, I'll be honest. I love that. That's amazing. But
yeah, that was an early brainstorming session. Didn't make it all the way through.
I mean, if you want to know what
text on it, we'll get you the one with the graphics. I need to get Rick to throw it back in there to fit on the website. Video, Caleb, come on, we're ready.
I'm sorry.
Is it working? There it is.
Go over here. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Hold on, let me make sure everybody can hear though. Can we all hear here? Let me hold on a second. Let me do the one thing here. Sorry, I just realized that some people might not be able to hear if I don't make sure and do this one thing. Perfect. Sorry, guys. Just trying to keep you in mind here. Okay, here we go. Right. Everybody see good? Is this good?
Yep. Oh, can I? No.
Caleb's gone. Oh, there. Can you hear me now? Good. Okay, here we go.
We all know that the Okito box usually resides on the table, but in these routines we take them off the table and into hands. The focal point, now changed, allows you to create more moments of compelling magic, because as we all know, magic is always stronger when it happens in your spectator's hands. Have a look, open up your hand, and you can say, oh. These are 3 of my favourite walk-around Okito box routines, which I use on a day-to-day basis. These routines have been honed and crafted in the real world, giving you only the best possible moves to use in every situation. Everybody will be able to get something out of this project, whether you are a beginner or an advanced boxer. This is essentially my love letter to 3 Fly and the Okito box. My name is Rooster, and I am so pleased to be able to share with you Okito Fly.
Dang, dude, it's just, man.
But you have no idea how cringy that is for me to watch on screen with 4 other guys and a load of people.
Man. Congratulations.
I hate watching myself back.
No, congratulations.
No,
That
it's
is-
so smooth. It looks so good, man. It's just
Yeah, I mean Terry,
Yeah.
who filmed it,
Yeah.
is a legend. You know, he films a lot of stuff up in Liverpool, and because Liverpool doubles for a lot of film locations, like they're filming Batman. When we were up there, they were filming the new Batman film.
Oh, that's right.
So we were watching. They had like a helicopter on top of a helicopter in the sky above Liverpool, just filming this Batman scene. So we were. Yeah, it sort of doubles, and Terry obviously works a lot in Liverpool because of that reason. And he also runs the Oracle Bar, which is where we film both projects, which is really cool. If you're ever in the UK, if you're ever in Liverpool, visit the Oracle Bar because it is run by 3 magicians, including Lewis Laval, who's a well-known mentalist, and they basically have a cocktail bar and they just do magic all day. It's brilliant. It's a really nice vibe.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Man.
That's awesome. Well, I think real quick, I wanted to share that we have a little bit more information for you guys with regard to the project. A little bit of details I wanted to show you on the site itself. You can check this out yourself by going to copelandcoins.com / or maybe it's / Okito Fly.
One of those.
But I want to
slashes.
show you. It's one of the slices. While we're here, we're going to get to this in a second. Save $55. We're going to get to that in a second. But here's a kind of description of the 3 routines you got here. What box is the one that Rue showed us a little earlier? That phenomenal kind of bouncing back and forth kind of magic there. That all these end up happening in the spectator's hands. And then you got Okito Fly, which is the routine that has been kind of anticipated for a little over a year. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Rue?
Yeah, it was. When did I put? I mean, I came to Rick first actually because we were chatting even before I spoke to Jeff, and I was going to release.
Yeah,
I mean, Rick.
I wasn't even like fully helping Jeff out yet.
Yeah,
I remember like, oh, that is so genius. The main move in there. So I sent it along to Jeff, but I was like, we got to give this guy a good look. But then later on in the year, Jeff took me on, and well, during the whole box creation process, like we were all talking.
Wow, it's been quite a year for us, all of us.
Yeah. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, as I say, that project was. It just started off as one routine for me, and I was going to release it by myself. It was probably going to be a Gumroad thing or a Penguin partner thing. As I was like, but I thought I'd be sort of remiss in myself if I didn't sort of put it out there and see what other people thought, And it just all fell into place all at once.
Yeah.
Which,
Rue,
sometimes
I
life works that way.
I want you to know I've been practicing Okito Fly like every day because we'll be going to Magi Fest next month.
Oh,
and
cool.
I want to be able to represent Brass Class and Okito Fly.
Oh, amazing!
So you get more sales on that.
Yeah,
I can do Okito Fly now in my sleep.
Oh, great! That's awesome. Oh, that's touched my heart. That's touched my heart, man.
It's a really.
I think this might be.
It's one of those routines. It's really fun to just practice it too. I get into certain routines like that where it's almost like meditative, like it's almost cyclical. So you can practice it from beginning to end, from beginning to end.
It. I should also point out, by the way, that a lot of how I get into these routines, or indeed the phases themselves, are kind of pretty modular as well. So you can take them and slot them into other routines you have as well, or if you want to do one phase or one particular phase out of either, or Whatbox is sort of one whole phase, but the other 2 that are on there, you can easily switch them in and out of other routines that you have with the box.
And this might be an okay time to point out, like I said, for the last 4 days on our Instagram and our Facebook, we've been having people chime in to kind of guess what it was that we were releasing, and in exchange for a shout out on our live stream. So these are all the people who came really close. They guessed either 3 fly, or it was a 3 fly with the Okito box, or some kind of combination of coins going to the box and things. So here are you guys. Thank you so much for participating. You guys are really close. Nobody nailed it 100% because it's so much incredible value that Rue gave us with all 3 of these routines. But I just wanted to say thank you guys for that. And then with that, move on to the last routine that's on the project, which or that I haven't mentioned yet, which is the brass portal. And that's kind of a combination of a purse frame routine with the Okito box. So it's just so much cool stuff going on here.
Yeah.
And we even have some quotes here from people.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I'll touch on Brass Portal quickly, just because I think
go ahead.
Like you've seen the first one and we've chatted about Okito Fly, but Brass Portal is essentially a way of having a real justification for coins traveling from one space to another under the guise of this purse frame, really. And it's a bit of a cool, I've always loved that they're both brass objects, and I wanted to create a connection between 2 brass objects, and there it was, sort of sitting in the palm of my hand, quite literally. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, that routine, all based around one quite sneaky move.
Yeah, exactly. So Jeff, do you want to kind of quickly just explain what is this limited bundle thing that we're talking about here? And I'll click
so we'll do that real quick because I know we're going to respect everybody's time here today. If you can click on the page there, we came up with a way to bundle this because we know a lot of people have, we know for a fact a lot of people have gotten the Copeland coin box, but it's been out for a few months now, and people will sit on the fence and say, well, should I get it or not? Or I know there's always somebody waiting for a sale. And so this is the best sale that you will find on this coin box. I don't believe it's really officially been on sale in any shape or form since it's been launched. It's been just a bestseller. It's been amazing. And you can read all about it on the website. You can read all the reviews and see they poured in. I think we're close to some 30-something reviews. But we created a bundle here in honor of Rue. What's going on is a way that you'll save a total of $55. And so it's real simple. You buy a Copeland coin box, whichever style you want, or a set. If you buy the bundles, there is the routine in there, the what box where Rue does bring in a plug box it in, but it's not required. But we have that's the one I'm almost out of stock. I have just a few plug boxes left, honestly. But you buy any box, and then you get brass clasp for free. That comes with the boxes. That's about a $25 value right there. You put a coin box wallet into cart, which we've got them in the brown and the red there. And then you put Okito Fly, the brand new project, into cart. So there's the 3 items in cart, which you're getting brass clasp, and we'll take an additional $30 off. And so that gives you a total savings of $55. You get all 4 products and projects. And it's I think it's maybe the best deal. I've seen a lot of sales this summer of people unloading stuff that was warehouse extra inventory. Like, we've got too much inventory. Let's throw it out for sale. Let's give it away because we don't want it either. Not this stuff. We're not typically giving this away. This is the wallets are handmade goat skin leather. The coin boxes are made here in the state of Texas, made by, I just can't imagine there's a greater machinist in all the world, Mr. G, who takes care on these boxes, and he is like professional with his high quality machines and his handiwork. There's all kinds of phases. He does industrial stuff for NASA and for deep sea and deep well drilling stuff. I'm in Houston's Energy City, parts that go thousands of miles into space or thousands of miles below ground or whatever. That's not quite accurate, but they go deep in the earth and they have to last. And he said the coin box actually has more steps in production than some of the more complicated he does. He put it in perspective to me one time. I was like, oh my goodness. So there's a lot of little details going into that. So it's stuff that we want, and it does have a price tag on it because it costs a lot to manufacture, but you're getting it all. You get the coin box wallet, Okito Fly, and brass clasp. If you follow the steps on this page that Caleb has created, and I don't know if you can put a banner on that, but if you go to copelandcoins.com/Okito Fly, you'll be able to click right there at the top. It says, here's how to save $55. When you get that whole bundle together, you'll get brass clasp for free, of course, and then you're going to save an additional $30 if you use this discount code. And what's the discount code, Mr. Caleb?
Yes. So that's the other important thing. This discount code is only available here. And if you had the Genie magazine, because we had an ad there. So thank you all for tuning in here. You're the only ones that get this discount code. Live stream box, all one word. That is the discount code.
It's not on the website. The website's going to point you back to this video. So that is where you get the code. It's live stream box. And that's how you're going to save $55 off of some incredible goodness. You're going to get both of Mr. Rooster's projects. And you just saw incredible stuff. You saw the trailer. You saw the what box routine. And you can go and read the reviews. There are some great reviews across Copeland Coins, but I think I say it all the time. Some of the reviews for Rooster are some of the most genuine and respected for this young man who has come on, and he has poured his heart out into these routines. So if at all possible, if you guys can support Rooster, this is a working man. He's a working professional, and he has just honored me by releasing this incredible work with Copeland Coins. I think that we're the right brand for it, and we can host it. And you're going to see the great work of Mr. Rick Holcomb as he put it all into the Dave system, where you're going to learn this magic like never before, because you're going to have the still photographs that Terry and Rooster took and did together there in Liverpool. Rick assembled here in North Carolina. Caleb did some editing, proofreading in North Carolina. I did something in it somewhere. I'm here in Texas. It's a global project, and it's come together with artists from around the world. Mostly, let's give all the credit due to Rooster for creating this genius. But it's a global project. And so when you see all the details and everything, guys, it's the best deal in magic. We can't lower the price point any lower and be in business. But when you get it, you'll realize like what you got. What used to you would have paid $40 for old school magic video VHS tape or something like this, and you're getting it now at a screaming price. Years of work that has been creamed. It's been it's been gathered. It's packaged all there for you, and it's taught in the most incredible way. Rooster's a brilliant teacher. These guys below me are great editors. It is just, I am so thrilled. Guys, I hope you'll pick up this project, Okito Fly, and check out the bundle, because that's the greatest, maybe possibly one of the greatest deals we've ever run at CopelandCoins.com. And if you ever sell the fence for the box, try it out. Read the reviews. You will not be disappointed. It's high quality.
That's great, man. I just wanted to just butt in there and say, obviously, thank you for taking a punt on me over here. I'm on the other side of the world, so I didn't know what was going to happen. So yeah, thank you for both taking a punt on me, everyone. But there was a chap earlier on who mentioned, do I need to be really highly skilled to be able to perform? In this bundle, you get everything, mate. If you've already got an Okito box, then Brass Class and Okito Fly together will you learn everything, and it's all very much broken down into what I feel is there you go, David Noche. Yeah, David Noche. And so yeah, everything will be on that. Brass Class goes from beginner to intermediate moves, and the Okito Fly will help push you a little bit further and sort of embrace those moves a little bit more.
Yeah, let's do a quick little rapid fire, answer a couple questions before we do the giveaway. And that's the last little thing.
Yeah.
Let's answer a couple questions. David had another one. Do the routines work better with boxes?
That's for you, Rick.
Cool. Yeah. They work well with both. Yeah. The beauty of the square box was that, Jeff won't thank me for this, but he sent a lot of prototypes over, and I kept knocking them back, saying this isn't going to work. So there was a lot of stuff that was sent over to the UK, and it needed to be right, because I needed to be able to do these routines with both the round and the square, and I knew I can do it with the round, but the square is where it needed to feel like I could be using the round, and it is literally like that. If anyone's watching this who has the square box or has messed around with one, you'll know that it's so the uniqueness to having it in your hand as opposed to the round adds certain touches to your magic as well, which is really great. But you can do everything you do with the round with the square. It's just down to if you think the square box will work for you and look cool with your persona, I guess. Yeah, look at that thing. Jeff's holding it up. That is beautiful. That's probably what took the best part of a year to get down, was the square. But yeah,
$2,000 worth of prototypes and shipping later.
Yeah.
Show him, Jeff. Show him up close real quick, because this is a good point. Like it's got a round inside that hold the coins, so it's like they're both very similar.
Yeah. So
you can see the difference.
This is the prototype box. I've got all these boxes on my desk here. But so the coin sits in there just the same. It's round. And then again, I'm working with prototype boxes here. That's what I got on my desk at all times. Let me see if I get the lid has a round box we could show. So, but that's all this stuff is on the website. So the lid will fit just the same, and it will work just the same as a standard round box. But in a spectator's mind, instantly you say, "I've got a brass box here," and it's a box.
Sure.
I should
Yeah,
point
that's-
out that David, that the in the trailer for Okito Fly, you see me performing with the square box as well, so you can see that it does get used in the project.
Yeah, and you can the lids are interchangeable. So that's the round lid.
that's I didn't
If
even
you want
know
like a
that.
jam
That's cool.
jar look. So we sell extra lids.
I like it. Yeah. Okay, perfect. We got another question here, which is sorry, I lost it here. Christopher, with Copeland being the cutting edge of Okito magic, do you think we'll see more close-up magicians doing Okito routines? What do we say?
Is that for me to answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think so. One, we got awakening here, particularly during the pandemic when we launched the Okito Fly. If you were following on Facebook and Instagram, there were a lot of box routines released in video work. I mean, there's some guys out there that are day to day working with box work. There's a kid down in Peru and Ryan Bliss. I'm trying to think of some guys that posted quite a bit. But yeah, I think we created a stir, and I think it's just now starting, because with something like this, you know, as it gets and it trickles into people's hands, we've been selling boxes since the first of the year. The videos are coming out, I think, more and more. So if you're on the fence of, you know, releasing one, by all means, I would love to see it and share it with us. We'd love to work with you on it. As far as the video, maybe we can feature on a live stream and give you helpful feedback. We like to do that at times if possible. But yeah, I think that there's more potential, particularly coming out of the pandemic when people go out and perform. This prop has been around for 100 years for a reason. And so if we can breathe some new life, some fresh life, which Rue has done, man, I think that is absolutely so. Yeah.
And I think it's
For sure.
important to say, I mentioned this before, but I think one of the reasons we might see more and more is because not only did we create the box for this, but at Copeland Coins, you can get everything you need for Okito box magic. So we have both sizes, $50 and dollar, and all types of box. So your standard, your slot, your Boston, your plug box, and you can go square and round. So, and there's a coin box wallet. So with that in mind, you know, people can now go to one place and get what they're interested in. You can get one box to test the waters, or you can go ahead and get a set. So hopefully that encourages more people to check it out at least. But I think we will see more people performing with it.
I should point out that if you don't know what a slot Boston unsolid boxes are, I go through them all in brass class, and I give you a detailed look at each of those boxes from the Copeland Coins range. And I think obviously the Copeland Coin box is amazing, but I don't want people to forget that there's amazing gimmick boxes that you've got with them as well, which are just some of the most stunning gimmick boxes that you'll find that rival like the highest quality in Magic. So yeah, really worth investing in.
Well, I think if nobody has any further questions, I want to put one more thing up here for Rue. Someone named Deborah Robertson tuned in and says she taught you everything you know.
Thanks, Mom.
That's my sister, and that is actually very true. She bought me my first. That's my sister. She bought me my first ever Magic set when I was 4 years old.
Oh,
that's
man,
a true story.
That's
Thanks,
awesome.
Ed. Thanks.
That's so awesome.
Hijacking the live stream. There we go.
That worked out perfect. I think that's about it for us. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Rue. Thanks, Rick and Jeff.
Thanks for having me.
Such a pleasure. And I guess we will see you guys all next week, 12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Go to Copeland Coins to get Okito Fly and get the bundle. All right. We'll see you soon.
Bundle.